And
Recording in progress.
I will pin you. I will remove my pin. Why is some speaker? Okay, fine. Yes. You're on mute. You can remove the mute. It started recording. Yes. Is ma'am talking? Who? You're not able to hear me, Akshaya? Not able to hear? Log out and log in again then.
I can hear you.
I think I have audio issue. If you are able to hear me, then I shall just restart and come back.
We can hear. Just start. Akshaya, just continue.
Okay, shall I just stop? Then,
Yes.
okay,
Yeah.
fine. I'll start.
We can hear. We can hear.
Some of us prepare for exams at a desk. I prepare
No.
for
Start. How you will walk in?
I have to go out and come restart.
Yes.
Okay.
Come, stand, and then start.
Okay.
Go, exit, huh?
Go a little behind so that we can see at least more
She's
of
not able to hear. What happened? I think she'll just join in again. Ranjana, make sure your camera, everything is ready.
You're coming into the stage. You did
Ranjana?
offline, right?
Huh?
You did offline training.
Nice smile. Always come in with a nice smile, big smile. Okay? Yes.
So you're going to tell the audience, I am a very, very confident, happy person. I've reached here. And then you're telling that feeling they should get, wow, she has
Come back. Go
on.
and come back, Ranjana. And she's holding her hands like this, Parvati. What should we ask her to do? I mean, it's a closed. Yes.
And
Yeah, that's fine.
Stop.
Play that.
okay.
Yes.
Use your hands.
Should I start one?
Yes, please.
Okay. Some babies are welcomed into the world with self-patience. I was welcomed with silence. Hello everyone, I am Ranjana Sood. In 1977, when I was born as third girl child in small Himachali village, my Dada Dadi rejected me. My only fault, I was not a boy. That silence became the first teacher of my life. It whispered to me, you must fight to be seen. At 7, I finally entered classroom. It felt like entering into temple of light. Everyone thought that education was wasted on a girl child like me.
Just a minute. Should we, at every level, tell her what to do?
Yeah, better, Parvati. I think better right then and there. We will do the corrections. So, I see we will be, again, we are meeting. Yeah, but doesn't matter. We will do right away only. And then after that, what you can do, you can make a note of everything and then redo, Ranjana.
We are not correcting your script, okay? Nothing we are going to do with your script.
Only the expression and pause.
Okay? Now start. Start again.
Come back from there. Nice smile. And Ranjana, 1 minute. Lot of feel. Every baby is welcomed with a smile. But I was welcomed with silence. Isn't it? You have to feel that.
Some babies are welcomed into the world
They should
with
be.
celebrations.
Okay, come on. We'll do it one
I
by
was-
sentence by sentence. As Meera said, every child, the baby, is welcomed by a smile, and you smile. You are not going to show a long face when you use the word smile.
You have to smile. That smile should. Every baby is welcomed with a smile.
Smile. But
Where is your
and
smile?
that is a time. But when I was born, whatever you say, silence. So the silence comes very, voice
Softly.
is there, but your tone will be soft. I was born, it's silence. Silence. Right? Now need not come again. You can just tell it.
Start again.
And pauses. You are making that impact has to come there. Come on.
Some babies are welcomed into the world with celebrations. I was welcomed with silence.
Again,
Hello,
slow down.
everyone.
Again, slow down.
I
Slow
am-
down. Slow down. Because I want the first 3 lines to be really impactful. After that, it's fine. Because by then you've caught the audience. They are now hooked on to your thing. It's okay. So the first 3-4 lines should be real impactful. Your expression, your everything should be like that. But the first 3 lines, we'll work on that. Let's start. Every child. You pause.
babe-
Nobody is there in a hurry. They have to listen, hear what you are saying. Every child is welcome with a smile. Say so slowly, isn't it, Meera?
Yes, absolutely.
Come on. Every child
I think she's saying baby, no?
or every baby, yeah, whatever.
So, yeah, what we will
Words
do
I'm not-
next,
don't
the
use
next
my words,
person.
use your words.
Correct. No, so the next person who is going to speak, that's going to be Akshaya. Do one thing, Akshaya, post your script in the group so that we're referring to that. Put it in the group right now. We're referring to that when you are speaking so that we know. And also search if you can find Ranjana's script somewhere, just post it for us.
No
Yeah,
need,
good.
yeah. No need. I won't be able to read and then tell. I'll be listening.
No, when they are saying, no, we can pick up that line and then redo it. Go ahead.
You're coming, you're standing there, looking at the audience, pausing. You're not starting immediately. Okay? You walk down, you're walking, you're standing, you're looking at the audience, and then you say, every child is welcome to this world with a beautiful smile or whatever, with a smile. But then, let's see. Start.
Some babies are welcomed into the world with celebrations. I was welcomed with silence. Hello, everyone. I am Ranjana Sood.
Stop. You're giving that pause for the audience to understand. Yeah, she's going to tell us something. I was. Then you say those. Pause at after I was.
You say smile or celebration generally? Each sometimes different, is it? Or
Celebrations.
okay, no problem.
Okay. Then
Some babies are welcomed into the world with celebrations. I was welcomed with silence. Hello, everyone. I am Ranjana Sood. In 1977, when I was born as third girl child in small Himachali village, my Dada Dadi rejected me. My only fault, I was not a boy. That silence.
Are you not
became
angry?
the-
Are you not angry? My only fault that I was a girl. They rejected me. Are you not angry? Are you not feeling frustrated?
My only fault, I was not a boy. That silence became the first teacher of my life. It
That
whispered to
silence, you
me.
can show, you always need not do this. That silence. You can use your hand like this, sensei. Always don't have to do this. So use your hands
That
differently.
silence
That silence, you're telling
became
something. That silence became my whatever.
that silence became the first teacher of my life. It whispered to me, you must fight to be safe. At 7, I finally entered classroom. It felt
I
like entering in.
finally entered the classroom. Finally, I entered the classroom. Whispered, whispered.
At 7, I finally entered classroom. It felt like entering into temple of light. Everyone thought that education was based on a girl child like me. In class 8, I stood second. In class 10th, I
Hello,
stood
hello,
fourth.
hello. People thought, 1 minute. See, people thought it was wasted. But now you stood second. You have to show that. Everybody thought it's a waste. Educating a girl was a waste. But I stood first. I stood second. So you are proud of yourself, isn't it? Come on. You said it's a waste. I proved it to you. Yes. Go back.
My Dada Dadi rejected me. My only fault, I was not a boy. That silence became the first teacher of my life. It whispered to me, you must fight to be seen. At 7, I finally entered classroom. It felt like entering into temple of light. Everyone thought that education was based on a girl child like me. In class 8, I stood second. In class 10th, I stood fourth. When I said I wanted medical,
Ranjana,
people
only this,
laughed.
Ranjana, only this action will be very, for you it will be very boring, doing only this. So use your actions, hands slightly different.
This, it can be this, it can be this, it can be this.
Don't show the same action. Have you
You
seen some no, the jockeys radio? No, they always use it like this. It's so boring to watch it. They are not able to do anything. They'll do this. So use your hands better. Better use of hands.
and also that
But
that
you know what?
second, yeah.
I proved them wrong, or whatever words you have used. I'm not changing your script. I stood second in 8th and 10th in like this, 10th in like you're going to say 10th in. When you're telling your friends, hey, I did it, think like that. Come on.
When I said I wanted medical, people laughed. Impossible. No teacher, no chance. But destiny sent me a guide, a teacher with notes. With those notes, I cracked my exam. I didn't get MBBS, but I became a veterinary doctor. When people saw cows and cattle around them, God's plan to teach me compassion and service. At 9 months pregnant, I rushed in snow to help the farmer cow in labor. We fought for 1.5 hours. Finally, the calf came out. The cow got relaxed and the farmer cried. That night, I realized that animals, they don't need the words to teach us. Their silence carries the lessons of compassion, service, and patience. When COVID hit, many youth they lost their job. Women 17 disappeared. There was no income source. They approached me for poultry training. Although official training was banned, But I imparted the training after following all the protocols. Soon, farms opened, hatcheries opened. They started generating income. Women got empowered. They started feeding families. Few of them got national recognition. But the real award was seeing them stand tall again. So the lesson which I have learned that even in crisis, you can create the opportunities not just for yourself, but for others also. 2021 rocked me. I met with severe accident, multiple fractures, surgery, weight gain, and helplessness for 2 years. Then finally, I looked myself in mirror and said, enough. I changed my diet. I walked. I meditated. I healed. That is the resilience. When you refuse to give up, when you turn your pain into power, whole of the universe start working in your favor. Asha Foundation gave me a new stage. I found my voice again. I stood in national seminars. I learned driving in hills without fear. So here is the truth that life will always test you before it blesses you. When you are resilient, you can turn your pain into power, rejection into service, and silence into voice. So I began my life as a silence no one wanted to hear. But today I stand as a voice that refused to be ignored. That is the resilience. That is my story. Thank you so much.
Ranjana, these lot of pauses are required. You're very fast. The audience has to listen, understand. I mean, they have to get into that. There are a lot of pauses you have to give everywhere. You're telling them something. When you're talking to your friend, imagine you don't tell like this, right? You know what? You'll show some pauses will be there. And then in 2021, like that, there should be some pause, break in sentences. It
Parvati,
has to reduce.
so I'm just thinking, shall we send them an audio of their speech? That way they can to listen to it multiple times and then slowly understand how it can be this one.
Yeah.
Huh? You send your script, Ranjana. See, it's good. Now you're speaking confidently, continuously. You're not forgetting all those things. Now that drama has to come, and it's a beautiful story. I learned to drive. How will you say that? I learned to drive. I did it. Come on. Each there should be emphasis on each thing. Even when you're like how Parvati is saying, even when you tell your friends, hey, come on here, you know what, I learned to drive, you'll say. So you just think you're standing in front of a friend, you look at one person, anyway we'll be sitting in the front, you look at one of us, one here, one there, and then look at us and say, yes, I did it. Okay, all those things, all those expressions have to come. Okay, I will give you pass marks today.
Yeah, you have the script is fine. You have learned your script very well. Now we are working on how to present it.
Yes, absolutely.
But
okay.
unless you have the script in your heart, in your mind, you can't present it. How much ever we teach you, it will not work. Now, the right time for you to take what we are telling you. Take that.
And then take even if you don't send it to us, take videos of what you're doing, watch it, then you will understand, you will listen to your own, you will not like it, and then do it in front of the mirror. No, see, when we are talking, there will be so many expressions on the face. You can't just, I walked, I did, then he told, then we saw, then my grandfather. No, it won't be like that. It can't be like that. It shouldn't be like that. There should be so many. That's what, there's one exercise I put in this one, wherein you, one sentence when you're reading, you stand in front of the mirror. What expression? When Parvati is speaking, can you just see how her eyes become big? Did you see that? She's not a dancer, but she has full expressions. Are you a dancer, by the way, Parvati?
No, I learned long time back. Yeah. Long time.
So her eyes also become big when she's talking. So you
Not
have to
required,
observe.
but that's my nature.
No, it's good, yeah. No, that emotions come out. So, but very
Yours
good
is a
attempt,
story. You are
Ranjana.
not only telling a speech. Yours is more like a story. So you
Yes.
can emote a lot.
Hmm?
So you can tell, you are telling the world, here I am, what I have become. So for them to understand what you have become, there should be pauses in between.
So when you're talking about how you went to the national conference, you should feel pride. And another thing you have to do, Ranjana, is walk a little here, walk a little bit there. From one paragraph to another, you could just walk a little bit this side and then stand and then continue. You don't have to stand in one place continuously like that. Isn't it? Just a little bit, not too much also. You won't go that much this one. Just few steps, you'll come this side and then
I am in a
continue.
90, otherwise I would have helped you on that. Excuse me for that.
No problem, no problem. Go ahead, do it.
So it's like you will be, don't laugh at me, okay?
Eh, go ahead.
Relax. So you're coming, you're walking down. Look at the audience and just pause, okay? And then you say, oh, no. Normally, what's the first word?
Some babies are welcome with a smile.
Some babies are welcome. You can walk a little this side. Welcome with a smile, with celebrations. But when I was born, pause. Then people will want silence because I was the third girl child or whatever you have written. Simply because I was a third girl child. And you can walk little. And then I went to school. That's the next. When you're going to the next thing, you can just pause, walk a little and sit. And then I went into the classroom. The temple of, what is it? Light. You said something like that, right? People said education is based on a girl child. But in second, in my 8th standard, and third in my 10th standard, you're showing you're happy there. Showing that. Like that. So you're not walking like this and like this alone. Because then it becomes like you're doing like this. You can walk a little this side, walk, and then you can come. You're thinking something and you're telling something.
Parvati, do it now fully for us.
Oh, yeah. I feel so bad. I changed. I forgot that I have a meeting today. I thought normally I'm never like this.
No problem. Now, what we will do first, we'll send an audio. Okay. If you
No,
can.
video is better. Yeah.
Video is better.
Then we can teach. Audio, they're fine. No.
No, for the expressions.
For that, voice
Pause.
expression.
For the pause, voice modulation, all those things. And I have to see a nice smiling face, Ranjana. Oh, big, nice. I want to see how's your smile. You smile with your teeth seen or no? Teeth is also seen? Yes. Yeah. When you talk about celebration and all, that nice big smile, see? And in the end, when you end it, okay, that's another thing I want them to do, Parvati, is do this. Okay, you can't see me, na?
Yeah, I can't see.
This.
What is it like this? Is it?
Yeah. So I went for one event and they do that. It looks awesome, yeah. See like that.
Stand and show, na? How much it
No, it's basically
something like that.
Yeah. So it's like receiving the blessings. Yes.
You can do that.
Yes. So
What is the last
when
sentence?
people are clapping, okay, you're clapping, and I want everybody to end like this, like that.
How are you ending it? Last line, last 2 lines you say? Last
And
two
this will come with practice. You can't do it's like you're receiving the blessings of all the people you do this.
Tell me, what is the last line? Last
I
two lines.
began my life. Okay. So
This
here
my
is the
story
truth
is your
that
last line. I don't want that before that.
last line. I began my life as a silence no one wanted to hear. But today I stand as a voice that refused to be ignored. That is the resilience. That is my story.
That is my resilience. That is my story.
Don't keep your hands together because you are restricting yourself. So before that, all of you listen.
I am also still yet to get this, Parvati. How does one do it? You show me. But I've
No
seen that
idea.
it looks awesome. That's my resilience. This is my story.
Hi, Meera and Kanti have joined us.
Yeah. Huh?
So don't keep your hands restricted. Do one thing, do some breathing exercises before you enter the stage. Do some breathe in, all of you. When you're before entering, just do your breathing, literally loosen yourself. I'm telling you, it will help you. Literally loosen yourself, do this, literally loosen yourself. Then do some mouth exercises, all that. All that you see, your here and all, it become loosens. Everything you should do that. You can even do that. That helps you actually. When you do, so your lips, your mouth, everything loosens. And it will help you when you come into the stage. You'll be fully loose. You will loosen up. Otherwise, however much you are prepared, the entering the stage, there is that little amount of tightness in you because you're scared or whatever. The tension, it need not be scare, as in it can be a tension that everything I should remember, all that. Just leave everything and just do all these loosening up exercises and then enter the stage. So just before that, say about somebody is finishing or doing that, you do all this in your physically do it. Physically loosen up. Physically do it. Meera will tell you some more. Meera Venkatesan will do some more ideas about loosening up.
Yeah,
Meera.
Meera, go ahead. If you can give us before the next speaker. And post your script there, Ranjana. Parvati ma'am will share the audio with you later.
Hey, I just joined, so I don't think I saw anything.
Oh, okay. No,
So
just
I think for
generally
the next
any
person.
guidelines, that's all, basically for the students before they walk in and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah, as Parvati said, I think we can go through a set of exercises. We can put together one set. It will actually really help.
Okay.
So, two major things we are looking at. One is your chest and one is the mouth. So, mouth area, right? So, chest expansion. So, if you stand straight and your chest is expanded, most of the time, the power of your speech comes from your chest. So, it is very important that your chest is well warmed up. So if your chest is tight, you will be holding back. And after some time, you will feel that breathlessness. That breathlessness is not coming from your throat, it's coming from your chest. It's because you've not exercised it. So any kind of chest expansion exercises, it could be simple yogic breathing, yoga poses where you stretch your hands as you breathe, pull out your chest as you breathe. So just do that a few times till you feel that your breath just comes and goes very easily. So that really helps And then secondly, normal breathing exercises that we do, right, before speaking, which is like I, O, U breathing. That also really helps. Like for take a deep breath. Ah,
Like this. That's what she
eh.
said.
Yeah, that is the second one. The first thing is chest exercises. So basically, take a deep breath, put up your hands as if you're trying to reach the roof, put out your hands as if you're trying to push the wall. So basically, anything, whichever form of exercise you like is fine, except you need to feel that your chest is expanding and contracting as you are breathing. So that you can do at least 10 to 20 times. Then you do the IOU breathing, which is again basically it helps you to warm up your entire voice cavity and the entire part of it. So the point is when it is warmed up and there is no stress because of that, two ways, it is cyclical. Then naturally your voice quality will be better and you're talking better, which will make you feel more confident. Correct? And you're also more at ease.
Can't hear you, Meera.
Meera, I think you've gone blank. Meera, I don't think she's able to hear.
She's not able. Okay, so you got it. So the next time you're going to do the mock speeches again, do this exercise before you come onto the screen. And it's your turn. Don't do it. I'm saying half an hour earlier and just before that. Don't worry if people are looking at you and seeing you doing all this. And it's okay. It is you. You are going to do it. You're going to do it on this side of you. Where you have a green room, go there and do all the whatever you have to do. But it's very, very important you loosen up because it's very tight. I have done that mistake many times. Before I do all that, I just get in and I realize, oh God, I didn't do it. So everybody has to do it. So the sounds, this breathing, and even you can do it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you, Meera and Parvati. Akshaya, ready to go?
Yes, ma'am.
Keep in mind all the things and you will actually enter. You will not just simply stand, you will enter, you will make eye contact and then start speaking. You will not just simply start now. You're actually like as if you're entering the stage, you do that right now. Even if you're not fully visible for to us, it's okay. You'll actually enter and then start.
It's coming up.
Some of us prepare for exams at a desk. I prepared for mine at an emergency ward of my house. Patients were lying all over the floor because there weren't enough beds. In the middle of this chaos, I sat with my math PDFs on my phone because the very next morning I had my third semester exams. That night, between the cries of patience and silence of fear, I realized the world as it is raw, unfair, and deeply unequal. But that was also the night which taught me what truly resilience means. My name is Akshaya P. I'm a final year engineering student. My real education has not just come from classrooms. It has come from hospital corridors, family struggles, and the nights like that one at Neman's. My story begins in a fractured home. My parents' marriage was not by choice, and they separated after years of incompatibility. I mostly grew up with my grandparents, my mother's aunt and uncle, in a home where fights were common and peace was rare. Health crisis defined my childhood. My mother battled a brain tumor, suffering from frequent seizures. On the other hand, my grandfather struggled severe respiratory issues and he passed away while I was in my 11th grade. His passing not just brought us grief, but also financial uncertainty. At that point, support came from organizations and people who believed in me. NRIVA helped me continue my education. Friends, mentors, and relatives.
One second, Akshay. So till now, there was an element of sadness in your life, right? You're bringing that aspect. Now you are bringing in the element of uh, what is it, that support you got. And there at that, the voice, your sound, your voice, your face should have that happy feeling, that look of, there should be a visible, uh, I, not only in your words are saying that, but they should be in your expression also. And then, so, so something nice has happened to you, right? So you have to tell the world it was not always dark. Light came to me, and there we would like to see you being a little, you being happy, and then I got support. So the face has to show that happiness, that light which you got, because that is a real plus point you got, and from there was your there you have to bring that. Okay, go from that grandfather thing, and then the support. Let us see how you're going to do it.
At this point, support came in from organizations and people who believed in me. NRIVA helped me continue my education.
I think the audio is gone.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of lag.
Relatives, friends, and mentors offered experiences which taught me it's about utilizing. Am I audible now?
Too many times we were not able to hear.
Your connection is poor, Akshaya.
So what I suggest is, so when you have that dark period and then the light period come, you have to bring in that expression. Now you're telling the world, today I am in a better place. I am doing well. See how I have become. Show the world that this is what it was bad, yes, but that is not. Now I am like this. It has taught me lots, but today I'm a confident. Uh, that expression should start coming. Well, now the entire thing should come in that way. Got it? Understood? The whole thing cannot be totally dark. Even when you are telling, I got support, there is that element of in your face, it's not showing. So you're telling the world, now I got the support, I did so many things, and today I am what I am. Here I am in front of you, a confident girl of fourth year engineer. That has to, the audience has to feel, wow, that has not dragged her and pulled her down. She's come up from that. That feeling the audience should get.
Okay, ma'am. Shall I just continue from there?
So, Akshaya, what's happening, no?
Yeah.
Little bit there is some expression in your voice, unlike Ranjana, there is expression, but that expression is not reaching your face. Isn't it? So you have to stand in front of the mirror and say that. When you're saying it, there has to be some facial movement. It can't be just same expression throughout. Isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, continue.
Okay. These experiences taught me that survival is not just about enduring, It's about utilizing every opportunity and every bit of support that comes your way to move forward. In the middle of this, I wrote my CET exams and secured a 20,000 rank. Not exceptional, but enough to step into an engineering college where I chose information science. Life, of course, didn't pause for academics. The day before my math exam, my mother collapsed with a seizure and was badly injured. We rushed from hospital to hospital. Some were closed, some refused care, and one even demanded money which we didn't owe. That night, I didn't even have a bed. I just had a chair beside her, with my phone in one hand and exhaustion dragging me down. I studied from PDFs which a friend had forwarded. The next morning, I entered my classroom with swollen eyes, but I just walked in. There were many such nights when my mother was denied admission, or when treatment was delayed, or when the systems felt distant. But kindness just kept us moving. Kanti ma'am from Asha Foundation guided us to the right hospital. Professors showed understanding. Friends helped me keep moving forward. These were the moments which showed me that even a small bit of support can have a big difference, can make a big difference. What I've learned so far is very simple. Resilience is not born in comfort, it is born in crisis. When life tests you hard, it gives you strength. When systems fail, it awakens your purpose. Strength is not just about what happens to you, it's about what you choose to do next. Today, I'm a final year engineering student, but my dream goes far beyond a degree. I want to become an IAS officer, not just for myself, but to ensure that every child has access to fair and supportive education, even in crisis situations. I aim to strengthen hospital and school systems so that no student should be denied an exam or forced to study under extreme conditions. I want to implement policies that protect student rights and support families in distress so that no mother has to worry about her child's education while dealing with health challenges. My strengths have shaped my purposes: persistence, empathy, courage, and problem solving under pressure. At the same time, I have also understood the impact of support from NRIVA, ASHA, friends, and relatives who stood by me and helped me turn challenges into purposes. So here's my final message. You may not control the family you're born into, or the illness you face, or the hardships life throws at your way, but you can definitely control what you make out of them. If a girl who studied math from PDFs at an emergency ward can dream of serving a nation, then so can you dream bigger than your circumstances. Life doesn't just test you, it prepares you for what's next. And resilience, once born, can become a force for change. Thank you.
So, you're not walking, Akshaya. You have to move. So, you come forward and say, life, all those things. So, one is speed, it's too fast. There has to be pauses, and from one topic to another, there has to be a little bit of movement. You go a little bit forward, little bit back, and move a little bit here and there. You can't just be standing and a lot of expressions on the face. The expression in the voice is there, but you're speaking in the speed wherein you're not able to breathe there. You should have that space to breathe, pause, allow people to listen to what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, Parvati, over to you. Meera also, Parvati, anything?
Yeah, you have to, you don't have to walk up and down like that, but there is always this motion which is happening. That's why you can stop, move a little this side and this side. When you are actually doing offline, that will be better. You can, can help you on that later. Better. And as Meera had said, pauses are required. You have to pause. You have to you have to slow down, pause in between when you want to tell the message. Pause, tell them like that. You have to tell them. It is not easy. Even life may throw so many things, but then what I learned, or whatever you have written, I'm not changing a script because I'm just telling you. That's how you take that life. So you can show your action. You are also doing this. Too much of this will be very boring for the audience, or doing the same action. Need not go totally action also. Still slight. Yeah, Meera.
Hello, yeah, hi Akshaya. Very nicely told. I like the fact that you're resting, what they call is the resting expression, right? When you're not showing an expression, what is your expression? That you have a very pleasant expression at a resting face, which is very connecting. So you're not very serious, neither are you completely excited or anything like that. It's a very very pleasant, wanting to connect kind of expression. So I think that is definitely, I liked it in the way you spoke. And I think in addition to whatever they said, two things I noticed. One is as you're standing, even though you're standing, you're moving back and forth a lot. Like it's like rocking literally. Or maybe it's more pronounced because it's a camera which catches all micro movements. But even then, on stage, one of the most distracting movements a speaker can have is back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So if you're moving, it should be very clear that you should have a purpose to move. You're moving from this place to that place, but you should be comfortably moving. It is what am I saying? It should be a voluntary movement, right? So when you're doing back and forth, you're going back and forth. It's an involuntary movement. You yourself don't know that you're doing that. Correct? You really, look through the recordings and look at yourself in the mirror. And one of the simple ways, I'm sorry, I'm not able to turn on the camera today for certain reasons, but it's very simple. You slightly keep your legs a little apart and keep them grounded. When you move, you move. When you're not moving, just like they say, the resting expression, I said no. When you're not moving, what are you doing? You're standing. You're not rocking. You should be standing, is what I mean. You should not be rocking, right? You go ahead and see others also. When they are rocking like that, you feel very distracted. The listener feels like it's just going on, moving back and forth. So when you move, it should be voluntary. You know you're moving. When you're not moving, keep your legs slightly apart, not too much. It will look very artificial. Slightly. And think of yourself as rooted. You're there on the spot. Your not legs are not going to move. Only your hands will move. Right? When you're moving, you should have a clear purpose. I'm moving from this point to the stage to that point to the stage. Okay. Then the second thing is, yeah, I think they were mentioning definitely your speed you can reduce a little, but more importantly, you are telling a lot of heavy things. You need to pause. You need to pause between your sentences at very strategic locations. And I think what you can do, first cut, you mark in your speech where you're going to pause. right? It's completely fine to rehearse the pauses. Rehearse it, just like you're rehearsing your hands movement, your movement. Rehearse where you're going to pause. And make sure that whenever you pause, that of course we can't do it in the camera. I mean, we can't make out in the camera when you're doing it in person. When you pause, make sure that you look at the audience straight in their eye. Have a few people, it will have a tremendous effect. Now, when you're telling very heavy things and you don't pause, after some time, listener's mind will switch off. You have to have that pause to let it take effect. Okay, that was the two things that I said. And as I said, your hands, I think you need to rehearse a little more. You're trying to move your hands. Some of the places it's coming up very nicely, like the time when you were counting off, right? Some of the times when you were throwing out your hands, it came out very nicely. I don't know if it is rehearsed or you're doing it spontaneously. If you're not rehearsed it, rehearse it. There's nothing at all wrong, right? If it is going to be one of the first speeches that you are going to be give to such a big audience, you can rehearse it very, very well. So wherever you counted, make sure you count there. Wherever you use your hands, wherever you're pointing to the audience, mark those points so that you point to the audience at that point of time with your hands. Right? So make sure that your movements and your pauses are very well rehearsed. That is very important.
Okay,
Okay,
ma'am.
those are my thoughts. Yeah.
Thank you.
These pointers are very useful for all of you. Harshita, Ranjana, and Akshaya. Whatever Meera had said, all these pointers are very useful for you also. So this exercise is for you to learn. When we are guiding the other students, you learn from that. It's not like, okay, I finished or I'm going to do next. No. Maybe something we would have told her, which we would not told you by oversight, or it wouldn't have at that point of time. But if it can be used for your also use it. Got it? So when we are telling something to Akshaya, if you feel it's going to help you also, Ranjana, use that. So it's for all the people here, Harshita, Akshaya, any feedback we are giving to one person is for all of you. Take what you think is useful for you. Oh, for us only this was told, so I'm going to do only this. No. Got it? You don't look at it. Oh, if Ranjana had already finished her speech, so we gave some feedback. Okay, they have given the feedback. Now, whatever is done for Akshay, I don't have to bother. Don't look at it that way. Learn something more. If there is something, oh, why can't even I can use that in my talk? You can do that. That's the idea behind having this, all of you together. So don't think that it is your feedback is only for you. Same way, Akshaya, whatever we have told for Ranjana, if you can take something in that, take it from that. Same for you, Harshita. Learn from everything. Go ahead. Now it's Harshita.
Am I audible?
Yeah, who's going to go next? Arshita? Yeah, it's not very loud. What I'm doing anyway, I'm recording the session. All of you watch the recording, make notes, and those who are not in the meeting also. Yes, we can see you, Harshita. Just speak. Let's see how loud you are.
Am I audible, ma'am?
Yes, yes. Go ahead.
Am I audible, ma'am?
You are audible. So, like I was saying, you have to walk in and then start.
Who are you? What do you want to be in life? These are not just questions. They're the catalysts that change the course of my life. Hello, everyone. I'm Harshita. Today, I want to share you the two questions my mother asked me that completely changed my life. Why would a mother ask such questions? You might be wondering. So let me bring a small piece of my life as a child. One day, I went to school as usual. This time, my teacher looked at me and said, Harshita, bring your mom to school tomorrow. I thought I would escape, but she even wrote it in my diary. The next day, my mom came with me. As expected, the teacher gave a full report card with low exam score, lack of discipline, and few other complaints of my school life. We came back home. My mother didn't say much, but just when I thought the day was done, one of our neighbors came home. Guess why? Because I turned on the water tap yesterday and left it running. The whole tank was empty the next morning. And that wasn't enough. I also tied a rubber snake to Uncle's scooty. And when Uncle saw it in the early morning, he was terrified and almost fainted. They came home to tell about all these activities to my mother. But my poor mom sat there listening to everything. She doesn't know what to do with me. She was exhausted. On the next day, when I was about to leave home for playing, my mother called me Harshita. When I sat beside her, she kissed on my forehead and asked me, Harshi, who are you? Very innocently, I said, Ma, I'm your daughter. She smiled and again asked me, Harshi, what do you want to be in life? At that moment, I had no answer. I didn't care either. Only thing I knew was these questions will continue to haunt me in life. And on the same time, the life got harder. Our family faced a severe financial crisis. I still remember the time when I hid from a school accountant because she would ask for the school fee. On the other hand, my father was struggling to arrange money. At that time, I felt the first question repeating in my mind. I had a strong desire to find out. And I realized when we truly want to change our life, universe finds a way to help us. For me, the help came through an organization called NRAVA that took care of my school fees. And that support was not just financial, it was a reminder that even in the darkest moments, there is a light of hope. Time flew. I entered my college life. One day, I was asked to give a speech. I prepared well, but the moment I stepped onto the stage, my fear unlocked. I froze. Without speaking a single word, I stepped back. I saw the people laughing in the audience. I felt bad, but at the same moment, I promised myself one day I will stand on the same stage, and this time they will clap for me. After a few months, when our college fest arrived, I grabbed my first opportunity and gave a dance performance in front of 2,000 people. And guess what? This time, people didn't just clap, they wanted to take selfies with me after my performance. And I was also awarded first prize for my performance. And what was even better was I found answer to my mother's first question, who are you? I found my true self. I realized I'm resilience. Every failure until that day, the complaints from the school, the embarrassments on the stage, the laughters of my friends, none of it broke me. Instead, they shaped me. It was the day I stopped running from my challenges, instead never stepped back from the stage, always grabbing the opportunity to show who I am. And answer the second question during one of the hardest moments of my family. My father, who has built a business, who had run his business for over 2 decades, to shut it down because of financial struggles. I saw the man who worked with so much passion and energy sit back with uncertainty. 1 minute. Sit back with uncertainty. The man network issue. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Parvati and Meera, your inputs, please. And Harshita, your internet was so poor, yeah.
I thought mine was bad, so I was not able to see her actions properly or expressions. But from what I heard about from your voice was very good. Your audio was very good. You had the right expressions in your voice, but I couldn't see your face, so I'm not able to comment on that. And starting,
Still,
I
it's the
think you
thing.
can start with a pause. You asked two questions, right? Beginning. There you went
Yeah,
very
it's
fast. That you went very fast.
mm.
You can ask the question very slowly and pause. What was the question?
Who are you? What do you want to be in life?
Yeah. Who are you? What do you want to be in life? These two questions. Whatever. That's how you should start. So
Yeah,
have a pause. The two questions have
yeah,
nobody could have heard those questions in the audience. So you have to come,
yeah.
stand there. Uh, these two questions you have to pause loudly. You have to tell. The question has to come up. But otherwise, I think it went on well because I couldn't see your expressions, so I'm not able to. Sorry. Maybe others. My
Oh,
internet is
now
bad.
also can't you see my video,
Yeah, I
ma'am?
can see.
I gave all the expressions.
Sorry. Maybe my internet was also bad, so I'm not able to comment.
Okay.
No, no, I think even I couldn't see Harshita because
No,
you're.
no, it was Harshita's internet. Anyway, from today onwards, from tomorrow onwards, everybody will submit your videos. No more audios. We want videos. As you enter, you will stand, you will then start. Everything we wanted like that only from tomorrow. Yeah, Meera, anything else you wanted to add?
So yeah, if just to add to what Meera Raman said, if you want the videos to show you walking, make sure you place it at a place where it will capture a range of your movements to a certain extent. Otherwise, Harshita, yeah, pause again. Pause is very, very important. You are, for example, you are again, other than what Parvati said, you're saying, I am resilience. So that is a punchline. You can't tell a punchline as a part of a speech without giving it that weightage. It's like a hero's entry. So, like hero's entry, when there's a hero's entry on in a movie, right? They don't just, he doesn't, the hero just doesn't come along with the rest of the crowd. There's a build up. So, when you have a punchline, you have to give it the status of a hero. So, right, wherever you're using a punchline, you need to definitely give a pause and build it up. And there is say the what they say, it's a very standard thing that is tell, what they call it as where are you going to give your intention is very important. For example, are you going to say, I am resilience? Or are you going to say, I am resilience? So, whatever you do, what is the word you're going to pause on in punchlines? It is going to make a big difference. So, where you're going to pause, how you're going to pause, at what words, what is your keyword? If it's resilience here, you should focus on resilience. It's okay to give it a little push at that point, more than its usual pronunciation. Usually, all words have a specific way it is pronounced, right? So, it's okay to give it a slightly higher push there. So, there were quite a few places where you definitely need to bring that in. As Parati said, your voice reflected a lot of expression, which is what I could also hear. Um, but there were some places where, for example, you have certain light places in your speech where you talk about what you did or what mischief you carried about. you can bring you can just smile as you tell, and when you smile, automatically the what do you say, the lightness of it comes out just as you speak. You don't have to do anything else, right? So
Yeah.
just smile as you tell, like I tied a rubber snake to my neighbor's something. So you don't even have to laugh, you don't have to do anything. You just bring a smile as you tell, and that smile will come out. And thirdly, your hand movements. You had sufficient hand movements, but you need to really observe yourself on a video. And as Meera Raman said, when you record a video, you will know. But at certain points, you're just coming back to one position and then going. It for me, maybe because the video was freezing at very often, it looked little bit like a drill at some point of time, like 1 2 3, 1 2 3. You need to avoid that at all costs, right? So it needs to just flow because of how you're talking. It needs to flow. It could have been just because the video was freezing, so I can't tell on that. But once you record a video, work on it so that you are able to see how whether it looks natural, right? Whether your hand movements also look natural as you speak. Um, yeah, and last thing, I thought, see, there was a certain point of time where you were talking about your conversation with your mother, right? So, while if you are actually doing a storytelling, it makes sense to look to the side as you tell, imagine your mother there. And then, as you're talking to the other person, you imagine the other person. That you really need to practice. Otherwise, look at the audience. So, what you were doing is at some points of time, you were looking to the side as if your mother was there. At some point of time, you were just looking ahead. So, where was your mother? Was she to your side? Was she to your friend? I mean, to the front. So, when you are giving a speech, it's not needed to create an ambience of a role play, like of a storytelling. In a storytelling, we are trying to make people imagine characters there, right? Here also, you can look at the audience and say, "My mother told me, mother asked me, Hashi, who are you? What do you want to become?" And then just pause. That will be more than enough. So, but don't mix it up. Like sometimes you look forward, sometimes you look to the side. These are all very fine points. They're not like, I'm not saying that this is something that you should have already done, because we have been called to give some suggestions. We are pointing it out. So, overall, it's definitely very nice. But all these will add to the overall effect of your speech. So, yeah, that's the spirit in which I am telling, right? Whatever I've observed, I am just telling.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even I want to tell regarding that same point which Meera said. When you're telling about your mischief, there should be that slight mischief in your voice also, but not very
Yeah.
a light smile or something. It will automatically get reflected in your.
No, it is funny, no, Harshita. So it has to come out.
Yeah.
It is funny. You know what I did? I tied a rubber snake.
Mm.
And look at my
And you
luck.
will
I
find
mean,
the
I'm just
audience will be
paraphrasing.
smiling. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just paraphrasing. And look at my luck. She had to come and tell it on the same day my teacher complained.
Yeah.
When you say that way, just imagine how it'll come out. Right?
Yeah.
Think of it like that
Yeah.
and then present it. And by the way,
Yeah.
Meera and Parvati, I can tell you one thing about this set of students. Any advice and any suggestions given to them will be taken very positively. I can tell you from experience.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
And they're doing a wonderful job. We are wonderfully they're doing it. We are just giving those extra bits for them. That's it.
Great. Thank you, everyone. So, this has been recorded. I will put it on the YouTube and share the link so that you can refer to it. Okay. So,
One more
video.
point. When
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
doing the video, do your voice. You're loosening up and then do your video. Make it as a practice any speech anywhere you give, and for the video, so that will help you loosen up, and then you do your video recording.
Yeah. Meera, can you share this one? You said some exercises or something in the as a Word document or something.
I'll share a brief video.
Okay, okay, fine.
Now,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
Sure. I need to leave. So
yeah, yeah.
thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Meera. Thank you, Parvati. All of them are so busy, extremely busy, but they take time for
Thank you
us. Thanks a
so
lot.
much. Thank you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.